What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sports PSP in the building. Hope you all enjoying your Monday. I'm going to talk about one team in the NFL that really should surprise people, should, in fact, actually scare some people in the National Football League. And it's a team that is currently below 500 at 6-7, but have had impressive victories on the road against the New York Giants, an impressive victory at home against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and yesterday's game against the Minnesota Vikings. It's, believe it or not, the Detroit Lions. Their biggest problem is defense because they've given up too many points. You look at week 1 against the Philadelphia Eagles in the season opener, they gave up 38 points. The Commanders, even though they won that game, 27 points. The Seahawks in week 4, they gave up 48 points. So the Dolphins, 31 points. Their problem is defense. That's their biggest room to improve. But offensively, they can challenge people. And I got to give a lot of credit to Jared Goff this year. Because even though that the Rams made the right decision trading him to Detroit because they can get Matthew Stafford, and Matthew Stafford proved that if you put him under the right type of circumstances, he can help you deliver a Super Bowl. And he did. But Jared Goff this season has been sensational. He's thrown 22 touchdown passes to only 7 interceptions. He has 3,352 yards passing. He has a QBR of 62.6 in the NFL. He's on pace. If you look at Jared Goff's numbers, he's on pace to throw 29 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 4,383 yards, and the QBR, as I mentioned, 61.2. That's 6th in the National Football League. 6. That is very impressive. And if you look at the quarterbacks, in my opinion, who should be in the Pro Bowl, in the NFC, believe it or not, it's Jalen Hurts, Geno Smith, and Jared Goff. All of these quarterbacks that I mentioned are having better seasons than noticeable quarterbacks in the NFC, such as Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, and Kyler Murray. Shocking. You also look at Jamal Williams, the running back from the Detroit Lions. He leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns with 14, averaging around 4 yards a carry. He's on pace to have slightly over 1,000 yards and 18 touchdowns. He is a touchdown machine at 6 feet, 224 pounds. I think offensively, the Lions are legit. And of course, Amon-Ra St. Brown, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly, 82 receptions. That's tied for 5th in the National Football League. He's 10th in receiving yards with 898. And with 6 touchdowns, tied for 11th in the league. He's on pace to have over 100 receptions, over 1,100 yards, and 8 touchdowns. The Detroit Lions have a lot of firepower on offense. And with Jared Goff, forget the Bryce Young, CJ Stroud sweepstakes. I'm not saying that Jared Goff is the long-term solution or anything like that, but I think he's done enough to keep his job in Detroit. And Dan Campbell has done his part as far as turning around the organization. And believe it or not, there's still 4 more games to go. The Lions are 6-7. They have a Week 15 game against the New York Jets at New York. Believe it or not, they can actually beat the New York Jets. Even though the Jets can match up because we know what they can do defensively, and they're really good defensively, especially with Robert Saleh, the head coach. But I would actually pick Detroit to win this game, depending if Mike White is available to play a quarterback. I believe he will play, or Joe Flacco, or whoever. But I could see the Lions beating up the Jets. I could actually see the Lions actually winning this game. And if you look at their schedule in the next 4 games, they actually have the Jets on the road. I believe they can win that game. They got the Panthers on the road. Now, the Panthers did beat the Seattle Seahawks. I could see the Lions beating the Panthers. Then they got the Bears. They beat the Bears 31-30. So their biggest problem, again, is defense. And they're going to have to find a way to contain Justin Fields as far as his running ability. And they have on the road against the Packers. Now, that's going to be a tricky game because of the rivalry. But believe it or not, I could see the Lions winning their last 3 games. The Jets, the Panthers, the Bears. And who knows, they could actually beat the Packers. Because the Packers, they're not going to win the division. They're probably not going to make the playoffs. I could see Detroit finishing the season at 9-8 or 10-7. And defensively, look, all they have to do is just make key stops, especially in pivotal situations. And Dan Campbell, he's been excellent as far as with his leadership and as far as turning around the organization so far. So that's all I'm going to have to say. If there's one team right now in the NFL that is under 500 that could surprise teams by making a playoff spot and could compete, I would actually say the Detroit Lions. I can't believe I'm actually saying it, but given how well they've been playing recently, given how good Dan Campbell has been as far as the head coach, and given how excellent Jared Goff has been playing, the Lions have a good enough shot. Just saying. But anyway, let me know in the comment section below. Do you think I'm exaggerating? Do you think I'm going too far by saying that the Lions are a sleeper team? Or whatever the case may be? Please let me know in the comment section below. Aside from that, it's your boy Sports PSP. Hope you're enjoying the rest of your day. And as usual, God bless.